The best fruit to eat before bed for healthy eyes might already be sitting in your kitchen right now, and most people walk right past it every single night. Here's something that'll stop you in your tracks. Your eyes are doing some of their most critical repair work while you sleep, and what you eat in the hours before bed can either fuel that process or quietly undermine it. Most people think about eye health only when they're squinting at a screen or sitting in an optometrist chair, but the truth is, the choices you make at 9 p.m. have a direct biological impact on what happens to your retina, your lens, and your optic nerve by 6 a.m. Welcome back to HealthQuest, and today we're going deep into the science of nighttime nutrition for eye health, specifically the one fruit that eye researchers, ophthalmologists, and nutritional scientists keep pointing to as a standout performer for protecting and even improving your vision over time. The fruit we're talking about is the bilberry, and if that name sounds unfamiliar, that's exactly the problem. Bilberries are close relatives of the blueberry but contain a significantly more concentrated and diverse profile of anthocyanins, the pigments responsible for the deep blue-purple color and a cascade of biological effects in the human body. The story of bilberries and eye health actually has military roots. During World War II, British Royal Air Force pilots reportedly consumed bilberry jam before night missions, claiming it improved their night vision and helped their eyes adjust faster between dark and light conditions. That anecdote got scientists interested, and what they discovered over the next several decades would reshape how we think about plant-based nutrition and ocular health. Anthocyanins from bilberries, specifically the compounds delphinidin, cyanidin, pituitidin, and malvidin, have been shown in multiple peer-reviewed studies to support the regeneration of rhodopsin, the light-sensitive pigment in your retinal rod cells that makes night vision possible. Rhodopsin naturally breaks down when exposed to light throughout the day, and it needs the dark, restful hours of sleep to regenerate. Giving your eyes the anthocyanin support they need right before that window opens is quite simply optimal timing. And that's precisely why eating bilberries before bed is not just folk wisdom but increasingly well-supported clinical reasoning. Let's get into the specific mechanisms, because this is where the science gets genuinely impressive and deserves more public attention than it currently receives. The retina is one of the most metabolically active tissues in the entire body. Per unit of weight, it consumes more oxygen than almost any other organ, including the brain. That high metabolic rate makes it extraordinarily vulnerable to oxidative stress. The same process that rusts metal and turns cooking oil rancid is happening in your eyes right now, accelerated by blue light from screens, UV exposure, pollution, and even the normal chemistry of cellular energy production. Anthocyanins from bilberries function as potent antioxidants that neutralize free radicals in the retinal tissue, but their effects go well beyond simple antioxidant activity. Research published in peer-reviewed ophthalmology and nutrition journals has demonstrated that bilberry anthocyanins actively modulate inflammatory pathways in ocular tissue, suppressing the overproduction of inflammatory cytokines like tumor necrosis factor alpha and interleukin-6 that have been linked to age-related macular degeneration, glaucoma, and diabetic retinopathy. These aren't speculative effects. A 2012 randomized controlled trial published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that bilberry extract significantly improved contrast sensitivity and visual acuity under low-light conditions in adults after just 3 months of supplementation. A separate body of Japanese research, where bilberries are widely used in clinical nutrition, has consistently found that bilberry anthocyanins reduce eye fatigue, improve accommodation function, the eye's ability to shift focus between near and far distances, and lower intraocular pressure, which is a key risk factor for glaucoma. For a fruit you can eat as a snack, that's a remarkable pharmacological profile. Now let's talk about what happens in your body specifically during sleep, because understanding the nocturnal biology of your eyes explains why the timing of bilberry consumption actually matters. Your eyes undergo a kind of maintenance shutdown every night that mirrors what your brain does during deep sleep phases. The photoreceptor cells in your retina, rods and cones, are constantly shedding their outer segments during the day, and the retinal pigment epithelium, a layer of cells just beneath the photoreceptors, works through the night to clean up and recycle that shed material. This process is called phagocytosis of photoreceptor outer segments, and its efficiency declines significantly with age, contributing to the buildup of drusen deposits that characterize early age-related macular degeneration. Anthocyanins support the function of retinal pigment epithelial cells directly, improving their ability to perform this nightly cleanup. Additionally, during sleep, blood flow to the eyes changes in ways that allow deeper delivery of nutrients to the avascular outer retina, the part of the retina that has no direct blood supply and depends entirely on diffusion from the choroidal circulation beneath it. Consuming bilberries in the evening means the anthocyanins and their metabolites are circulating at peak concentration during exactly this window of enhanced ocular blood flow and active tissue repair. You are, in a very real biological sense, feeding your eyes while they do their overnight work. Most people have never heard this explained in these terms, and that's a gap in public health education that channels like HealthQuest exist to fill. It's also worth spending a moment on what's happening with the lens of the eye, because age-related cataracts, the clouding of the lens that eventually requires surgical replacement in millions of people each year, are a separate but equally important concern. The lens of the eye is a remarkable structure. It's transparent, it has no blood vessels whatsoever, and it survives entirely on the nutrients it can absorb from the aqueous humor, the fluid that bathes it inside the eye. The primary threat to lens clarity over time is oxidative damage to the crystalline proteins that make up its structure. When these proteins get oxidized, they clump together and scatter light instead of transmitting it cleanly. That's what a cataract is at the molecular level. Studies have shown that anthocyanins reduce oxidative damage to lens epithelial cells, the cells responsible for maintaining the health and transparency of the lens. Research out of China published in the journal Molecular Vision demonstrated that bilberry anthocyanins specifically protected against hydrogen peroxide-induced damage in human lens epithelial cells in vitro, and epidemiological data consistently shows lower rates of cataracts in populations with higher dietary anthocyanin intake. While no single food can reverse an established cataract, the evidence strongly suggests that decades of consistent bilberry consumption can meaningfully slow the rate at which lens clouding develops, which, given that cataract surgery costs billions of dollars annually and carries real procedural risks for elderly patients, is a preventive health benefit with enormous practical significance. There's a pharmaceutical and supplement industry angle here that's worth being honest about, because it shapes why you probably haven't heard more about bilberries from mainstream medical sources. Bilberry extract supplements are widely sold, and some of them are effective, but the supplement industry exists in a largely unregulated space where product quality varies wildly, standardization of anthocyanin content is inconsistent, and the incentive is always to sell a pill rather than to encourage people to eat a fruit. Meanwhile, the pharmaceutical industry has little financial motivation to fund large-scale clinical trials on bilberries, because you cannot patent a fruit. The multi-billion-dollar age-related macular degeneration drug market, which includes drugs like ranibizumab and aflibercept that cost thousands of dollars per injection, is built on treating disease after it has already developed. Prevention through diet doesn't generate that kind of revenue. This doesn't mean those treatments aren't sometimes necessary, they absolutely are for people who already have advanced disease, but it does mean that the preventive nutritional research on bilberries and other anthocyanin-rich foods gets far less institutional promotion than it deserves. The studies are there, published in legitimate peer-reviewed journals, but they don't get amplified because there's no marketing budget behind a blueberry or a bilberry. HealthQuest exists partly to bridge that gap, to take what the research actually says and put it in front of people who can act on it before they need a drug or a surgeon. Fresh bilberries can be harder to find in some regions than conventional blueberries, particularly outside of Europe where they grow wild across Scandinavia, the British Isles and mountain regions from the Alps to the Caucasus. But the good news is that high-quality frozen bilberries retain their anthocyanin content extremely well, Freezing actually ruptures the cell walls slightly, which can improve the bioavailability of the anthocyanins when consumed. Dried bilberries are another option, though they are calorie concentrated and the anthocyanin content can degrade faster with prolonged storage. If bilberries are completely unavailable in your area, wild blueberries, the small, intensely flavored kind rather than the large cultivated variety, are the next best thing with a substantially higher anthocyanin concentration than conventional blueberries. Regular cultivated blueberries still provide meaningful benefit and are far better than no anthocyanin intake at all. In practical terms, a handful of bilberries or wild blueberries, roughly 80 to 100 grams, consumed in the evening either plain, blended into a small smoothie with some almond milk, or stirred into plain yogurt, provides a therapeutically relevant dose of anthocyanins timed to support your eyes through the night. Pairing them with a small amount of fat, a few walnuts, a spoonful of nut butter or full-fat yogurt, enhances the absorption of the fat-soluble components and slows the mild sugar release. A light drizzle of raw honey over bilberries and Greek yogurt right before bed is genuinely one of the most evidence-supported and enjoyable things you can do for your long-term eye health, and it costs almost nothing compared to a supplement regimen or a future medical procedure. One important caveat that responsible health communication always requires: the research on bilberries and eye health, while genuinely promising and increasingly robust, includes studies of varying sizes and designs. Some of the most compelling mechanistic data comes from cell studies and animal models that don't automatically translate to human clinical outcomes. The randomized human trials that do exist tend to be relatively small, often industry-funded in the supplement space, and sometimes short in duration. What the overall body of evidence supports is a reasonable and biologically plausible case for bilberries as part of a comprehensive, plant-rich dietary approach to eye health. Not a magic cure, not a replacement for regular eye exams, and not a substitute for managing systemic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and high cholesterol that have their own devastating effects on ocular health. Eye health is multifactorial, and bilberries are one powerful piece of a larger puzzle that includes adequate sleep, reduced screen time before bed, protecting your eyes from UV radiation with proper sunglasses, staying well hydrated, getting enough omega-3 fatty acids from sources like flaxseed and walnuts, and maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. But within that larger picture, the evidence for bilberries is compelling enough that if you're not already incorporating them into your evening routine, starting tonight is a genuinely evidence-informed decision. The deeper principle that bilberries illustrate is one that HealthQuest comes back to again and again. Your body is constantly engaged in repair, and the raw materials for that repair come from what you eat. Your eyes are not passive passengers in the aging process. They are living tissue with active maintenance systems that respond to the nutritional environment you create for them. The cells of your retina, your lens, and your optic nerve are listening to what you feed them. 4 centuries before pharmaceutical interventions existed, human populations maintained visual health well into old age in ways that modern medicine is only beginning to explain through the lens of nutritional biochemistry. Bilberries, along with other deeply pigmented berries, leafy greens rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, and orange and yellow vegetables rich in beta-carotene, represent a dietary tradition that is now being validated by molecular science. Eating a handful of bilberries before bed isn't a quirky health hack. It's alignment with biology. It's giving your eyes what they've evolved to receive from food and allowing your sleeping body to do what it's designed to do. If this opened your eyes, quite literally, to the power of plant-based nutrition for your vision, share this video with someone you care about, because good vision is one of life's most underappreciated gifts and protecting it starts on your plate, not in a pharmacy. This is HealthQuest, and we'll see you in the next one.